Good morning, all the students of 600. Actually, it is afternoon time, but then also just I am saying as a good morning. We are learning the second lesson of history. In the second lesson of history, when we are learning that the second one point, oral sources we have completed. Then written sources also there. Along with that I told. Second last one point, that is sources of ancient Indian history. This one point is going on. The ancient period of Indian history, it extended from the Stone Age to the 8th century. Ancient period is there from Stone Age to the 8th century. We learn about the Stone Age period there of Indian history through the archaeological excavation department. That Stone Age period we have understood, we have learned through the archaeological department. Now, since script had not been developed at that time, no written sources are available. However, information about the ancient period from the 1500 BCE onwards can be derived from the Vedic literature. So what is there? However, in the Stone Age period, there were no written records were there. But also before the information, before the 1500 years ago, that BCE, 1500 BCE, before Christian era, that information are available, that informations are available in the form of literatures. So in the beginning, Vedas were not in the written format. Beginning Vedas were the earliest literature, that is Vedas were not into the written format. That ancient Indians had developed the technique of memorizing and reciting them. So ancient Indian people, they use this technique to recite and to memorize that Vedas there, means these things there. Now the Vedas and the later what happened, that Vedas start to be right in written format. That Vedas and the post-Vedic literature form the important sources of ancient Indian history. So Vedas and Vedic literature, it is one of the important source of ancient Indian history. It includes the Brahmanas, Upanishads, the epics of Ramayana and Mahabharatas there. And also along with the Jain and the Buddhist literatures, plays, poems, stones and pillar inscriptions, travelogies of the foreign travelers. These things are included into the literatures. It is into the written format. We also learnt about the ancient Indian history through the material sources like archaeological department or the remains, ancient monuments and the coins found during the excavations. Ancient Indian history we understood through the material sources. For example, what are the material sources we got? By archaeological departments, ancient remains, monuments, coins we got during the excavations. So this is about the sources of Indian history. Last one, precautions to be taken while writing history. What kind of precautions we have to take? This is the last point of this lesson. It is necessary to take precautions while writing history or using the sources of or handling the sources of history there. What are the sources are into the written format then. A written document, it cannot be said as authentic just as it is written, it is in written format or it is old. It is necessary to be examined critically or to check whether it is correct or not. Who wrote that history is also important, or who wrote that book is also important. We have to examine, we have to check. If someone is saying that, we should not believe on the basis of that someone is saying that. We have to check, we have to examine, we have to understand whether it is correct or not. We have to think with ourselves that. If just someone is saying that, if we believe, then sometime it will be it is wrong also, that it is false also there. So this one point is there. Along with that, the conclusion drawn on the basis of various genuine documents have to be cross checked and corroborated with one another. What are the documents were there, what are the evidence proofs are there, that we have to cross examine, that we have to check whether it is correct or not. We have to check with the other sources also there, and then afterward we can come on the conclusion. So such a critical analysis is very important in the writing history. Such type of analysis is very important when we write the history. Critically examination is important, and all the documents, whether they are genuine or not, whether they are original or not, it is also important. If it is false, means if it is a duplicate, then we cannot trust on it. So it should be correct, it should be original one, and we have to examine, we have to check properly with the cross examination. And when it will be correct, that after that examination, then we can trust on this. So these points are there. So this we have learned, completed this lesson. You read out this homework of this lesson I will send afterward. Okay, thank you.